So what's up? What's the deal, guys? Welcome to JA News.
It's up.
So as Jordan Brand preps for a major upcoming release, it looks like they're teasing a little shock drop that should keep us all on our toes. And it looks like the details for Travis Scott's latest upcoming collab have leaked. And let's just say it's not looking too hopeful if you were looking to grab these to rock on the golf course. And we got an Adidas Fear of God update, as it looks like we have some detailed looks at their upcoming basketball model, and joints are looking really nice. And we got a Ye update, as it looks like we have conflicting reports in regards to the latest album listening session. So stay tuned, guys. We got all that plus more, and it's coming right up next. All right, so before we get started, I need everybody's help. I really can't keep up with these daily uploads if y'all ain't smashing the like button. So if you're rocking with JA News, let me know by showing some love down below. Now, to kick things off, Jordan Brand, they're prepping for one of this month's biggest releases. We're talking the return of the women's exclusive Jordan 1 satin breads, which originally released all the way back in 2016, originally limited to just 501 pairs. So you can imagine, with the scarcity of this release, resale prices skyrocketed out of this world. So it's great that Jordan Brand is bringing these back, giving everybody another chance to go ahead and grab these. Of course, they are women's exclusive drop, but they will be dropping in extended sizes as well as kids pairs, so you can take care of the whole family with these joints coming up October 18th. Now, be aware that it looks like Jordan Brand is teasing a little shock drop on these joints, as they like to do from time to time. And it looks like today we just got the update that the shock drop will officially be going down this week. Well, at least that's according to the Jordan Brand themselves. Now, typically in the past, when it comes to shock drops, you had to be kind of connected. You had to be a part of a cook group or follow one of these sneaker Twitter pages. But nowadays, you really don't have to worry about anything, as of course Nike will send you one of these push notifications generally about 15 minutes before the shock drop. So don't worry too much about this release. Of course, you will get the notification, but just be aware that they will be dropping coming up sometime this week. Now, personally, I'm not a huge fan of these, as you guys could imagine. I would much rather Jordan just, drop the OG breads, but I feel like this is a cool little release, especially for the ladies. And with the satin finish on these, I guess, if you're a Jordan fanatic and you have every variation of the Chicago's or Jordan breads, this is a cool little update to spice things up, and maybe this is a pair that you could rock on, let's say, special occasion. So let me know, are you guys excited for this upcoming Jordan Brand release, or are you guys holding out for those Cherry 12s, which are dropping coming up later this month? And speaking of Jordan Brand, it looks like we got an update on those Jordan 1 Travis Scott golf joints. Now, never in my life have I ever seen this much excitement for a pair of golf shoes, but I guess anything with Travis Scott's name attached to it, the kids are gonna eat it up. So it looks like Jordan Brand, they're gonna keep you real fly out there on the golf course. These joints feature that olive Travis Scott color scheme, and then of course you got the updated bottoms for all of your golf course needs. Now, I never had any clue that Travis Scott was such an avid golfer. Did you guys? And can you remember that story about certain skate shops making customers hit kick flips in order to buy limited Nike SB Dunks? Can you imagine if your local golf shop made you, let's say, hit a hole in one in order to buy these Travis Scott? So we got good news and some bad news about these. Of course, they will be dropping worldwide, so that's great. Everyone will have a chance to be able to grab these, but unfortunately, it looks like currently there's just a little over 2,000 pairs loaded up to the sneakers app, meaning that this upcoming Jordan Brand golf release will be extremely difficult to buy. So I guess if you miss out on these, they will be releasing a whole collection of what appears to be some golf accessories. Maybe we'll see some Travis Scott golf apparel release alongside of these. So let me know, are you guys looking to rock these on the golf course next to DJ Khaled, or do you feel like this is just trash and I don't know why Jordan Brand is making golf shoes? All right, so let's go ahead and get into this Ye update. Now, yesterday, we covered the reports that over this past weekend, Ye held some type of private studio listening session where he was playing tracks from his upcoming album. So it looks like all of the rumors and speculations are true, and he's waiting on new music. So a new record's on the way, and we're just waiting for the album to drop. Now, based off of these reports, we got some little conflicting information, based off different news outlets. So originally, this story was reported by The Sun, which said the controversial rapper yelled and appeared out of sorts as his new wife was elsewhere. So it says he was seen in Italy giving a preview of his supposed upcoming album. The LP is reported to have a collaboration with Ty Dolla $ign, and Kanye appeared to play through it in a secluded studio. At times, Ye seemed to have fun, but at other points, he looked completely out of it and whack while playing it. So as you can see, there's a little negative connotation here, as first they say that his wife is elsewhere. Then, they're saying he has a reported album where he's obviously, working on music here, and says that he looks completely out of whack while playing it. So kind of negative versus actual Backgrid, who is the source of this original video. And they reported that Kanye was seen deeply engrossed and having fun in his work. So almost like the opposite report. So let's go ahead and take a look at this video, which previews a new Ye snippet, and you guys can judge for yourself.
You'll be running back to me.
So you hear that shit? I mean, based off this snippet, I could barely even tell what's going on, but just from the energy, I'm already rocking with it. And that energy is absolutely contagious. So I'm excited. I'm ready to hear a new project. And this little clip right here is just a clear as day example as how the media can kind of spin a narrative, depending on, which way you want to go with it. But clearly you can see that this man is passionate and excited about this new project, which bruh is a millionaire. He really doesn't have to do anything. He could just sit back and just chill, but it seems like he's really excited and wants to get this music out to the people. So it's looking like that comeback is definitely going up. Now, in another crazy update, it looks like Ty Dolla $ign, who's one of the main catalysts, reported to be behind this album, as we see, from the clip right here. It looks like he had a whole bunch of tour dates actually planned for this month of October, which have now been actually canceled. So that's real interesting. It looks like he don't give a damn about that tour, and he's locked in on this new Ye album. Matter of fact, the entire culture is locked in on this new album. Now, I hate to do this, but of course, Drake, he is dropping Friday, and anytime Drake drops something, Ye is gonna be associated with it, which just proves that the whole beef thing is genius, and it seems like there's a little more of a motive behind it. But, besides all of the marketing and everything, this Drake album, I feel like people aren't too hype on it, but then again, it's Drake, so it's gonna do what it does, and people are gonna listen. But in regards to the Ye project, I don't think he'll do a surprise drop on us this Friday. I feel like Friday, may be just a little bit too soon, so I don't really see him spoiling Drake's rollout like that. But if you look at it, guys, a couple of weeks ago, Drake dropped that new record with SZA. I asked you guys many times, what you think about the record. I got no response. Personally, I thought it wasn't a bad joint, but then again, I never really listened to it again. So while Drake's out here having a hard time figuring out which color of fingernail polish he's gonna rock for his next tour date, the GOAT Ye is putting the finishing touches to his new album. I can't wait. It's up. All right, and lastly, we got a detailed look at the upcoming Adidas Fear of God collaboration. So we're gonna be checking out the basketball model right here. This is a highly anticipated release. Many would say long overdue. So let's go ahead and get right into it. Now, in terms of the details, overall, joint is very minimal in terms of the design, but in typical Fear of God fashion, it's really all about those details. So overall, I am a big fan of this model, and I'm looking to get my hands on a pair of these joints right here. So in terms of the sole, it appears to be somewhat translucent. It's elevated but sleek at the same time, and looks to be very similar in terms of the shape to some of the other previous Fear of God leaks that we've seen recently. Those three panels that you see on the side, which represents the Adidas 3 stripes. As you see, the laces are attached there, which means they're gonna have some type of like lockdown support going on there. And then you'll see the lace locks there, which feature that reimagining of the Adidas 3 stripes that we're gonna see synonymous with many of these Adidas Fear of God drops. And then you have some additional lockdown support on the upper, which means this sneaker will be very functional as it is a basketball model. So I'm hoping to see some NBA players rocking these joints on the court this season. Then of course you got that little shiny, glossy look on here, which gives these a little bit of flair. And then that Fear of God branding right on the back of these. So overall, joints are looking nice. They look great and are functional at the same time. So as I mentioned, I'm hoping we get to see some basketball players rocking these joints on the court this season. And of course, Fear of God Adidas is expected to make its debut coming up this holiday season. But we'll see, of course, how the people respond to these joints. It seems like Fear of God fans are already rocking with these. So we'll see if these joints can grab and captivate the general sneakerhead. Now, what I was saying about this pair is that the price point is going to be a huge factor. I mean, just looking at these joints, they look very premium. They look expensive. So I was worried that if these were going to be coming in at a real high retail price point, you know, it would affect the impact, and maybe some people would pass on these joints. But we got some great news, as it's looking like those Fear of God 86 lows are rumored to be coming in at $160, which I feel like is a great middle ground. You know, as we know, Fear of God is more expensive and premium, while Adidas is more mass produced and a little more affordable. So I think they're meeting us kind of right in the middle. And if those 86 lows are coming in at 160, I wouldn't imagine that these basketball joints are going to be too pricey. I mean, remember the Yeezy Quantum basketball sneakers retailed at $250. So I would imagine that these joints, you know, should come in at just under $250. So let me know your price predictions. So they're bringing us a stylish shoe that's also functional, you know, on the court, and hopefully at a reasonable price. So I'm excited to see how Adidas and Fear of God does when it drops this coming holiday season. Let me know what you guys think about these joints. And Jerry Lorenzo, of course, he was recently out at Paris Fashion Week last week, and he was spotted in a pair of Adidas slides, which many people think will be a part of this collection as well. So we got clothes, slides, sneakers, casual shoes. Adidas Fear of God is looking to be a very big drop. So they're going to kick things off in December, and of course the drops will continue going into 2024. So let me know what you guys think about these joints. Let me know your feedback on these upcoming Jordan releases, and are you excited for this new Ye album? Salute to everybody for tuning in. Make sure you guys stay safe, stay blessed. Drop a like on today's video, and I'll catch you guys next time for the latest edition of JA News. I'm out, y'all. Love.